The UK government is in turmoil as the new Chancellor, Jeremy Hunt, has taken control of the government agenda, and the Prime Minister, Liz Truss, is nowhere to be seen. Hello everybody, welcome to the first video of the day. This is a very British coup as we see what's going on inside at the heart of government in Westminster. We're going to come to you guys every half an hour throughout the day to give you guys all the updates on the chaos that is Westminster. So this morning we had Jeremy Hunt as the new Chancellor going on TV with a very formal statement in his office with the flags and everything, and announced that we are basically U-turning on everything. Everything that Liz Truss, the new leader of the Tory party and Prime Minister, told you. Ignore it. It's all gone. I've got rid of everything. The whole of the budget is essentially gone. The main points have essentially been erased. The whole of the agenda of Liz Truss and her team have been completely thrown out of the window. And this is Jeremy Hunt with his announcements. Let's look at some of the points. So we had that 2-year energy price gap that even the Labour Party really enjoyed. That's gone. The income tax for the low income and mid income, everybody, that's gone. So this is not the income tax cut for the rich. It's just for the bottom of society and people in the middle. That's gone. Scrapping the 45p rate, obviously that's gone. And then we had the freezing of corporation tax, or the avoiding the increase in business tax. That's gone, obviously. That was already announced a couple of days ago. And freezing alcohol duty, well, that's gone. So beer and alcohol, that's going to go up as usual. We also had the VAT-free shopping for tourists. That's also been cancelled. And dividends and freelance reforms. That is a very, very big problem. And Jeremy Hunt has decided that it's also not really necessary. Who is running this government and this country? Well, it seems to be the push from the mainstream media and the globalist elites who have been manipulating the markets to have that turmoil in the markets to ensure that Liz Truss isn't able to continue with her agenda. She's made an absolute mess of this whole situation as Prime Minister, by the way. All the promises, all the goodies, it's all gone. And she's U-turned, and she's U-turned on the U-turn and the U-turn. It's been absolutely embarrassing. Now, this is the meme that's been going around on Twitter. This is not a coup. But if it looks like a coup, if it sounds like a coup, if it walks like a coup, it is a coup. So you have the globalists taking over the agenda. This is not the end of it, by the way. It gets much worse. Watch this. So, as Chris Rose on Twitter said, Tory members wanted Kemi and Penny to be in the final two. So one from this side of the party, the other from the other side. Tory MPs decided to choose Rishi and Liz Truss as the best options that they have. And then we ended up with Jeremy Hunt as Prime Minister in all but name. That leadership election was a complete waste of time. Not only that, I'll make it even worse. Following the announcement of Jeremy Hunt, Keir Starmer and the Labour Party decided to ask for an urgent question in the House of Commons. Now, when Keir Starmer is going to be asking an urgent question, the Prime Minister should be there. The Prime Minister is nowhere to be seen. So Penny Mordaunt has now taken over from the Prime Minister, Liz Truss, to go to the House of Commons to answer questions from Jeremy Hunt. So basically, we had Kwasi and Liz, about a week ago. Now we've ended up with Jeremy Hunt and Penny Mordaunt. What is happening in this country? It's absolutely hilarious. It's dark humor. If you don't laugh, it's just too sad. But it is absolutely dangerous because you had the media push, you had the globalists manipulating the agenda and the markets, and of course they're going to end up with their people. So Tory democracy is gone, doesn't exist. And there are now discussions to even eliminate Tory members, from having any say in the future leadership elections. So even though we had at least a couple 100,000 people at least deciding for their party who the leader is, no, that's going to go as well. And then Sky News spent the morning after Jeremy Hunt's announcement interviewing nonsensical figures. Why did they decide to interview the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, about Jeremy Hunt's announcement. I don't get it. I just do not get the logic. You had all the other key figures and the key leadership figures from all main political opposition parties. They were like, yeah, let's call Sadiq Khan. We know exactly why they called Sadiq Khan, don't we? We know exactly, because he's going to say exactly what Sky News want him to say. He's just going to go around and stir the pot, make it a party political matter, even though the whole country is in turmoil right now because of the government and the opposition party. We don't really have a proper choice, red or blue. Good luck with that, guys. So we're going to come back in a half an hour. We have a lot of more news stories for you guys. What's going on with Keir Starmer and the Labour Party, and the disgraced Tom Watson, who's going to be joining the House of Lords. We're also going to be talking about this Tory coup, because they're now pushing for Jeremy Hunt and Rishi Sunak and Penny Mordaunt, these guys, to take over. And there is a pushback from the Tory side. Ben Wallace has been mentioned as the caretaker leader, and then a number of other stories as well. So the best thing you can do, if you want, subscribe to the channel, click on the bell next to it. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.